Come on in.
Come on in.
Come
Welcome.
on
Welcome.
in. Welcome to the kissing booth. For all of you who are new here, we welcome you. Put some kisses in the chat. Like, share. We want to welcome everyone on YouTube. So thank you guys. We want everyone. We're really trying to push everyone to watch
All
us on
streaming
YouTube.
platforms.
Yeah,
Yes.
even though we're everywhere, we really want to get our viewership up on YouTube. So if you're joining us, if you're on Facebook, hey, try to go over to YouTube right now, like and share, subscribe.
Comment.
Yes, please comment. Get up in this chat tonight. So before we get started, I want to thank and stop it. For those of you who were here last weekend, you know that John from Jimmy's Seafood. See, he has jokes tonight because last week I kept calling him Jimmy, apparently. But John, the crab father from Jimmy's Seafood, was here last week.
Great episode.
Oh my goodness. It was so inspiring. I have been an entrepreneur for a long time. I'm not going to date myself. But his story was simply amazing. So if you're new here and you want to recap, again, check us out.
Go check out that episode.
Where? YouTube. At Power 52 Official. So for those of you who don't know who Power 52 is, do you want to tell them what we do here?
No, you got this one.
Oh my goodness. So at Power 52, we are the first clean energy private career school in the state of Maryland. We host 3 cohorts of year of solar PV training. How much is it, Jay?
Free 90.
No, nothing's free. Why? Because you are investing your time. And guess what? You get a boatload of credentials while you're with us. Oh, first aid, CPR, AED, yes. OSHA 30, and guess what? Even college credits. We have so many different partners.
Fully accredited.
So exactly. We're accredited. We're approved by the Maryland Higher Education. This is the real deal. So we're not just some little training program.
Do we have any more spaces available?
Yeah, you know what? We are enrolling right now. The next cohort starts July 13th.
July 13th.
I think it's the 13th. Yeah, okay. July 13th. You know, guys, I'm not all the way in the weeds, but I try to keep it right. But July 13th. So if you want in, it's at no cost. Tell a friend, bring a friend, get in. I don't know how many seats are left, but hey, check us out at power52.org. Yes, /training. And you can start your application process right there. Now, many people who are here in the kissing booth, they want to know why we call it the kissing booth.
You got to explain to them the reason we call it the kissing booth.
Why is that? You tell them.
Because we kiss the community with
resources.
So
we may have all types of people to join us here in the kissing booth. We've had artists, we've had clothing designers, we've had doctors. We debunk the myths behind vaccinations. Oh my goodness. So if there's something that you want to see that you haven't already seen here, hit us up.
Let us know.
Yes. info@power52.org. Send us an email. Call the office, inbox us, because we're here to give you just some encouraging words, something that's going to empower your future.
That's right.
This is what we do. It's in the fabric of our DNA. But we have a very exciting guest tonight.
We got a good show tonight.
Oh my goodness. We say that all the time, but guess what? They're always good.
Always good.
Always
we
good.
We don't disappoint. We don't disappoint.
But before we talk about our I want to say special guest.
Our special guest.
We want to get into some hot topics. So let's talk about the Oscars.
Ooh, this is a good one.
Oh my goodness. So Michael B. Jordan, here I go again. Michael B. Jordan finally got his first Oscar. And honestly, it feels like one of those, it's about time moments.
Yes, this is correct.
You know, when you look at like his whole career. So he's only the 6th Black man to ever win Best Actor, which reminds you of, you know, this is like one of those rare wins. That's crazy. Like 6. So the movie that got him the win,
Of course,
Sinners,
Sinners.
broke a 34-year streak of horror performances not winning. So now we're talking about a shift. Like, they're starting to shift how the Academy sees the
Different
horror
genres, yeah.
genres. Yeah. And so
It's about time though. You always get the dramas or
yeah.
the actions that they win. So to see something like this and Michael B. Jordan, especially such
He
a
breaks
big
the look, a
role,
black
like
man breaking the streak.
yeah,
And
it's
because
amazing.
usually we get killed in the horrors. That's facts.
Not this one. Make sure y'all go see Sinners too.
Exactly. And so what made his performance crazy is that he's playing two completely different characters, Smokey and Stack, and they feel like two different people. I mean, he did a phenomenal job.
Amazing
And
job.
have you noticed, like, usually sometimes with these, Oscars, you'll say, was that movie even out? So
This one,
I'm glad this is actually a movie that so many people enjoyed and were talking about. And so Ryan Coogler won an Oscar for Best Original Screenplay.
it's about time for him too.
I know.
Ryan been putting in the work.
He's
Ryan has definitely been putting
but
in the
but
work.
this is the thing that really got social media, I guess everybody, is that, and after the awards, he goes to In-N-Out Burger.
The man wanted a burger. It just lets you know how humble and real he really is.
Exactly.
So
I mean, he really connected with viewers, with his fans and everything. I mean, that was so dope. That was super
I
dope.
like that one. That was
Yeah.
really nice.
So that just lets you know, like, he's still grounded. So I'm like, let me hit him up. Come on the kissing booth, daggone.
There's a lot more going on at the Oscars though.
What else happened?
Tell us about Tiana Taylor.
Oh my goodness. So, they always want to give the black girl anger problems. Is that
I
it?
don't know.
Rage?
This one I'm with her on. I'm on her side with
I
this
think
one.
I am. So at the end of the Oscars, for those of you who don't know, Tiana Taylor was allegedly shoved by a security guard. The moment went viral. And so, I saw the moment. I felt like she was really classy. First of all, her dress was hot. She was fire. And she just put him in his place, did a little mama, you're being rude. She checked him real quick.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate.
Oh.
Here we go. I understand, people they have jobs to do. They're securing, the facility, making sure the celebrities and everybody's on point. But nah, in to heighten exactly what she said, no man should ever put his hands on a female.
Exactly.
There's certain ways to go about things, and I believe in the height of the moment, he may have stepped out of line a little bit, and she corrected it.
So not only the Oscars, they offered an apology, but so did the company that was hired to do security. So I'm thankful for that. But also they were also commenting because Tiana put the director Paul Thomas Anderson in his headlock. Now, apparently they must have a close relationship.
Yes, of course.
And she was excited. And then it appeared that she almost fell. So maybe that little hit, that was hold up.
Don't let me fall on TV.
Listen, I would have been headlocking. I would have been headlocking you for sure.
I'd help you up, sis. I'd help you.
So do you? Yes, you better. So do you think that people are blowing these issues out of proportion?
Of course, as it is, in this day and time, everybody has an opinion.
So that's true.
I don't say what they want, but you got to understand their relationship.
Exactly.
We don't know it.
Exactly.
That's between them. So I don't see anything wrong with it.
Well, I do know what's blowing me.
What's that?
Daggone Mother Nature. Right. Mother Nature. Listen,
got a tank top on Thursday.
Listen,
sweatpants on Friday, raincoat on Saturday. It's
well, this was the thing. I think it was like literally my son walked out the house. He had shorts on and a tank. It was like 80, almost 89 degrees. And then the next day,
a blizzard.
It was yes, it was snow. I had to scrape I said, well, what is happening here? Hail, chilly weather, and then the tornadoes.
Oh, that did touch down.
It touched down so I don't know what's happening here. They say it's like the lottery, the Mega Million.
Oh
I don't know
man.
what's going on, but
Just be prepared for any weather when you leave the house. Bring your raincoat, your beach ball, and your snow boots.
all at I love it
It
all
just
at
makes
the
sense.
same time. So this right here, I thought was kind of crazy. I don't know if you've seen it, but there was a Trump and Epstein
Oh
statue
Lord.
on the National Mall. So there was a gold painted sculpture of Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein on the National Mall in DC. At first, when I first saw it, I thought it was like AI or something. But apparently, the sculpture had Trump and Epstein on the bow of the ship and had them two posed in an iconic position of Jack and Rose from the Titanic. Now, I love the Titanic. Okay. So I said, this is crazy. But the statue was allegedly created and installed by an anonymous artist collective called the Secret Handshake. The statue was titled The King of the World, referring to the line the character Jack made during the scene on the Titanic movie.
Wow.
So the sculpture was removed by the National Park Service after backlash from the White House. However, it was reported that it reappeared outside the U.S. Capitol shortly after. I mean, this is crazy, but it's news and
Did you
it's
see
right
the
down the
statue?
street. I haven't been to DC to see the statue, but I saw it online.
I saw the pictures of the statue, and it's wild. But
It's wild, and so
yeah,
that's
Trump and
quite
Epstein.
interesting.
Yeah,
But it's freedom of speech.
freedom of speech.
And I think over in Germany they have all these parades with things far worse than the statue. But we're not even going to get into it. We're going to go to the next
March is Women's.
History Month.
Okay.
Yes, come
Okay.
on now.
Okay.
And I want to give a shout out. Oh my goodness. So many people. It's so many impressive women here in Maryland.
This is correct.
Definitely here in Howard County, because we're going to give a shout out to all the amazing women of Jack and Joe Columbia chapter. But this one woman, Dr. Daria J. Willis, she serves as the fifth president of Howard Community College. She assumed office in January 2022 and is the first African American to lead the college in its history.
Wow.
Dr. Willis is focused on issues of diversity, equity, and inclusion, ensuring the college's culture of care and belonging extends to all students and employees. To build an equitable foundation for students, she has started the process of recognizing the areas of teaching and learning and student success. Let me tell you something. This girl is bad. And she is just having a workforce development center
Hats off
built.
to Dr.
Oh my
Willis.
goodness. Like, how
Yes.
many colleges do you know that has a workforce center on the
Yes.
college campus? I don't know.
She's putting
I
in
don't
that
know.
work.
She's putting in the
She's
work.
putting in the work.
She's pretty. She dresses cute. She's into Legos. She's a mother, a wife. She's doing all the things, and she's
Shout out
doing it.
Dr. Willis.
Listen, unapologetically marching to the beat of her own drum. And we give a shout out to you.
Definitely.
Thank you,
Thank you,
sister.
Dr. Willis.
Look, there's the kiss from the kissing booth.
With
So
love.
with love. But now it's time to get into the show. Hi there. My name is Cherie Brooks, and I'm the president and CEO of Power 52 Foundation. And today we have, well,
Mr. Jay Brubner, the
and
permanent host.
Oh, okay, because I was getting ready to say yes.
Nah, the permanent host.
Okay, so he's the permanent host. Now he's asking for email addresses and key
I need my
fobs.
key fob, my email address, and my
But-
4 weeks off.
Oh, the shade. Well, permanent host, tell us about the guest that's joining us tonight.
Well, tonight, the guest that we have really needs no introduction. But let's start with this. Mr. Ray Rice was born and raised in New Rochelle, New York. He's a former NFL running back, Super Bowl champion, and youth mentor. A standout at New Rochelle High School, where he won state championship and was named New York State Player of the Year. Rice went on to star at Rutgers University, becoming the program's all time leading rusher. He declared for the 2008 NFL Draft after 3 seasons and later returned to Rutgers to complete his degree in labor and employment relations in 2026. During his career with the Baltimore Ravens, Rice earned 3 Pro Bowl selections, 2 Pro honors, and played a key role in the team's Super Bowl victory. He remains one of the most accomplished players in Baltimore Ravens franchise history. Today, Rice is focused on youth development, community impact, and serves as commissioner of Metro North New York football and chair and program director for Pipeline to Prosperity, working to expand access, mentorship, and opportunities for young athletes in New Rochelle and right here in Baltimore and beyond. Through coaching, speaking, and community initiatives, he continues to make a lasting impact off the field. Welcome, welcome.
Welcome. Oh my god. It's ironic because this will be the first Ray from the Ravens to ever enter the kissing booth. Is that
Yeah.
ironic? But welcome to the kissing booth, and we have jokes for days. So just get comfortable, okay?
No, I appreciate y'all for having me.
Yeah. So before we get into the adult Mr. Ray Rice, tell us about yourself. Tell us about, your childhood and how you were first introduced to football.
Oh yeah, man. Growing up in New Rochelle, New York, my mom, Janet Rice. I'm the oldest of four, and adversity. At a young age, my dad was shot and killed when I was less than. I was just turning one, probably 13 months.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
because 13 months. So I got introduced to football through my family. Like everybody played, so it was just natural that you're gonna gravitate towards something that you see your older cousins doing, you see everybody doing, and it was just a neighborhood thing. So I started playing football when I was 7 years old,
Wow.
Mm.
and all I can say is football took me on the journey that I would call life. The things I know now
Mhm.
about the game and certain things that I was doing growing up, like that adversity. I poured a lot of that stuff into football,
Mhm.
and you have them, reawakening moments when football is no longer there.
Oh wow.
So that's how you kind of. I say life is best understood in reverse, and that's where I'm at right now. I have the
Mm.
experience. I've been through things, and now I'm able to give it back to my younger self, like looking at my son.
Mm.
Like now he's in the game. So now what can I do differently now? Certain things that I've, were coached on to do. How can I coach him differently? How can I still be a father in his life and be a coach?
Mhm.
Sometimes that doesn't work out for,
Oh yeah.
parents. So, trying to find that balance is definitely, staring it in the eye every day.
Mhm.
Wow.
So, at what point in your youth did you know, or did your parent or your mom know? Oh, this boy is bad. Do you remember that moment or
Yeah.
remember feeling like, I might be on to something? Because a lot of kids will pick up something and not stick with it.
Nah, I remember a moment where I was playing like we didn't go to Florida and stuff like that. We played Pop Warner and you had a bowl game at
Mhm.
the end of the year. And one year we went to Virginia and like we were winning. I played nose guard. So every play they could not get a play off because I was jumping over the center, sacking the quarterback. So they paused the game and I seen the referee go talk to our, league president on the other side. And I remember, God bless his soul, Joe Pacina is his name. He comes and tells me that they're not going to let us continue the game if you're still playing.
What? Oh
Wow.
wow.
So here I am. I got thrown out of the game, really,
For playing the game.
for playing the game.
Mm-hmm.
And I like some people could say like you were that good, but it's still for me. It left me hungry. It actually did something.
Wow.
For me, I'm like y'all just threw me out for playing the game the right way. Like I didn't break no rules,
Mm-hmm.
and so you fed something inside that needed like football was my fix, and I didn't get my fix that day.
Mm.
Oh.
And so some people say that was a really good moment. I say that was a moment where you know I knew I knew I could be something, but at the same time, like I still was never satisfied.
That, that balancing
Yeah,
period.
I was never satisfied.
So, what would you say like your mindset was heading into the NFL draft, though?
Yeah, well, the draft was a unique situation for me because at 11 years old, I remember telling my mom like I'm gonna I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna get you out of these projects one day. And you know, when you're about to get like that whole process was like, wow, like you're starting to see NFL teams at practice. You're starting to see things like why they here. I know they're here looking at somebody, and I knew what I was doing. And so to be able to like tell your mom like I'm going to the NFL draft and actually tell her like that process was crazy. Like I came home from my last game and went to the same projects that I grew up in and told my mom this is over. Like I'm going to the draft. I gotta go back to school to do all the press conferences and stuff like that. But I'm declaring for the draft. And
Yeah,
yeah,
that's what I wanted to know. Like, because you didn't just because I guess the natural path is to finish college and then you go to the
no,
draft that way. But what is your story? You kind of said, no, I'm going early, or how did that
yeah.
happen?
Well, you get a draft grade.
Mm-hmm.
And so my grade was like late first to anywhere in the third. So the rule of thumb was if you get a grade first 3 rounds, you gotta go. That's kind of
Mm-hmm.
like you
Which makes
can't find a
sense.
job in America like even at that time with just being a first or third round pick. That was like that was like you have to take that chance on yourself.
Mm.
So it was a no brainer then.
And so at this point, where are you in your scholastic career? Like,
I'm 2.5 years. So when I left college, I only had
mm-hmm.
75 credits.
Oh wow. So like
Mm.
So I
you're like a
technically,
sophomore, almost a junior. Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
So fast forward, when I decided I had to, like, I always said I was going to finish my degree.
Mm-hmm.
And this year I finished and I did a
Congratulations.
whole
Yeah.
year of just like, because I looked at it like I was in school for 3 years, but on paper, I was only in school for 2.5.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, it was like once I got started, there was no breaks in between. There's summer session, there's winter,
Yeah.
Right
full
back
spring,
into it.
full
Yeah.
sport. Like, and then, I loaded them all up. And today, I promised my grandparents that, I was going to, get my degree while they were still alive. So, was able to send them a copy of the degree in the mail,
Wow.
kind of
That's
kind of
good.
having that like surreal moment,
Yeah.
like, so yeah, it feels good. Like, cause when you reach the NFL, when you're doing all those things, like you're constantly getting praised, right? Like,
Hmm.
and it's like, dang, you didn't reach this, but here's this thing hanging over your head.
Gotcha.
Like,
Right.
here's this thing,
Oh
it's
yeah.
just
Yeah.
right there. Like, it's
Unfinished.
like unfinished business. Like, I
Time to
can't tell
do it.
my kids work hard, do all this. Here I am,
Didn't finish. Yeah.
didn't finish school.
And so how does so let's we're talking to young men out there who's faced with, hey, do I
Hmm.
go, because I know that's a heavy decision to make. You're saying you got to bet on yourself, but then what happens when like you had a circumstance that kind of cut you off
Yeah,
at the knees, and you weren't even expecting this craziness to happen. Like, how do you recover? Like, where do you go from there? And because this happened a long time ago with
yeah,
you, and then it's still like where you like, I gotta I have to fix things. I have to find, figure out what I'm gonna do. Like now you're just, going back. So did you feel like you made the right decision with leaving school early and getting your degree now? Or, because a lot of people feel like, oh, I have a great success.
Mhm.
I'm doing good, but then the unexpected happens. Or do
Yeah.
you feel like it would have been more advantageous, and you would have been you would have, things would have worked out better had you waited and finished your degree? Like, would you have done anything differently?
No, like what you hitting on is something that like when I go tell my story.
Yeah.
So I always tell my story like you can live your dream,
Okay.
right? I feel like every day you wake up, like if your purpose is to go to the NFL, like you have to align your life to what it's gonna take to get there. Right? Adversity might hit, but you gotta wake up, you gotta work out, you gotta do things to have a chance. So I do believe that you can like live your chance and live your dream. Obviously, there's some other godly and miracles that gotta happen,
Mhm.
but you have to do your part.
Yes.
And
Mm-hmm.
I think that that's a solid foundation to start. But I also been on the other side and I said, one or two bad decisions in your life, your dream could become a nightmare.
Right.
I lived on both sides of them
Mm-hmm.
where my whole purpose in life became make it to the NFL, be a provider, get my mom out of the hood. Not once in that purpose, you heard me say, how can I take care of myself?
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
So
Self-care.
when I got to the league, I'm outwardly driven.
Mm-hmm.
But there was a piece of me that was always feeling something, right? Because, you know, when you're growing up the way we grew up, or I grew up, you start normalizing abnormal things. I can give you a situation where I'm playing basketball in my neighborhood. I hear gunshots, but because I knew they weren't coming in my direction, I don't run. I'm still playing basketball.
Basketball.
Look,
You know what I'm
listen,
saying?
that's
Like,
how
but
I grew up in West Baltimore. So
but what I'm saying is that's something that everybody else scattered and you're still there. Like some people like look at it like yeah, like some people's on this hearing this and saying, "Hey, that's a normal day." That's not
Mhm.
a normal day.
It's
Yeah.
not.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
And the more we play that game, the more you start to build reputation on normalizing these abnormal things.
Correct.
Mm.
So that was my whole story, right? I'm living an outwardly driven life and I'm normalizing all these things. And, my high school coach gave me one of the biggest lessons. Too many pats on the back set you back. And here I am. I'm believing things. I'm like the world literally like, and it wasn't that you're living totally wrong. It's the simple fact that when it came to problem solving and actually dealing with stuff, trauma,
Mm-hmm.
it became easier to run when you got all that success.
Mm.
Mm.
It's easier to run. It's easier to run. So, yes, I wish I could have done things differently because, and I say this now, everybody wants to get drafted, but the
Right.
pressure of getting drafted, I wouldn't have mind continuing wanting to be hungry and earn it. Like I wouldn't care if I was drafted or a free agent.
Mm-hmm.
I just needed a chance.
Right.
So, but I did leave very soon, prematurely, and I left because when I went home, it finally dawned on me like, damn, I'm living better in college than my people's living at home.
Mm.
And
Mm.
when I went home, I didn't have a bedroom no more.
Oh yeah.
Mommy looked at me and said,
You out there.
"You out.
Yeah.
You made it." Like in her mind, I made it. By getting to college, that was
Mhm.
enough.
It's that next
Mm.
stepping
So I
stone.
didn't even like there were times and breaks where everybody would go home. I ain't had no bed. I couldn't go home.
Mm.
And it was a reminder for me when I got home from my last college game to sleep on that couch that was shredded up. And I slept on it. And it was a reminder that it's time to go. It was
Yeah.
a pure financial decision to leave early. It
Mm.
wasn't about my well being. It wasn't about nothing. It was the simple fact like I couldn't, by going home and sleeping on that couch reminded me that everything I set out for was right here, but everything that I was gonna go through, I wasn't prepared for.
Mm.
Right.
So
Oh wow.
you get both sides, but then you get this
The
side of it now that you've
realization.
been through a little bit, right? So
Mhm.
and it feels good to like just share it, in a way where like people can understand. This is like real life stuff. Like everything ain't always what it seems and what it is. People could be harboring things, but they're going out there and they're helping people.
Mm.
Right.
Like that was me for a long time. Now I'm just able to tell my truth.
And
Love it.
so that's what I wanted to. When do you get to the point that because I'm sure in your circumstances,
Mhm.
um, you know, it's something that happens and now you're, facing all this scrutiny. Um, Out in the world, you can't really tell who's going to listen to you. They've already you're faced against the audience of public
Yeah.
opinion, all those things. Like a lot of people can't go there day to day because of social media, or what the people in the office thought about
Right.
them.
Oh yeah.
But here you kind of like have the world coming down on you. So we always talk about here being resilient. What was it like navigating, through all of this, and how did you get through, and what would you tell somebody that, hey, if you're going through, some adverse situations, this is what you have to do to pull yourself out of it. Like, what was your support system? What was your all of
Oh
that
yeah.
stuff,
No, it's listen, I feel like when people talk about therapy, right? Therapy is so crucial that it has to be like therapy for me is like DNA. You gotta find the right, like you gotta find the right mix and match to go together when you're talking about therapy because like everything that I like that I'm gonna mention had to do with an approach. So I think that first approach is like you gotta be stripped of yourself, right? And I think that stripping of myself was my identity was built on Ray Rice, the football player. And so when you're seeing your life being stripped of that person, you got to take the deeper look. Otherwise, you can go off the deep end.
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, first thing was ask for help, right? What did help look like? Help looked like for me, first help was get around loved ones,
Mm-hmm.
get around people that wasn't going to judge me. That was my mother, my wife's family. That was us saying, okay, now that we're in this bubble, we got our back pinned against the wall. Now at least we can see everything coming,
Yes.
right? So you take that approach, and now is what this therapy look like. I've had many therapists, but there was one therapist, and it was a trauma therapist.
Hmm.
I didn't know they had like you couldn't mention like you hear trauma, you hear all kind of stuff, but
People run from therapy. Period.
when 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 this therapist was able to break down why I'm feeling the way I'm feeling, and I was able to put a feeling with a term,
Mm,
it started to be like, aha.
mm,
So the word was intergenerational trauma.
Mm.
mhm,
How trauma, like if like I was birthed into the world already with trauma because my mom had been through it.
mhm,
So carrying me, I'm feeling stuff from her mother's mother. Like this is real stuff that like you can read about, go do your own stuff. Cause I don't want to sound like the
Yeah.
psychologist and therapist that that told me this stuff. But I did go do my homework and started reading books like The Body Keeps the Score.
Mm.
How
mm,
you know how peer to peer therapy became something that was like I felt more comfortable talking to somebody I might have played football with who was in my element than sometimes my therapist about certain things. So when I tell you it was a like you don't just talk to that one person and say, "Oh, they get this figure out. Let's go get medicated." No, you have to stay rooted in the approach. And the one thing for sure, two things for certain was that stuck out was that I had never really dealt with the trauma,
Hmm.
right? And you never really have to deal with the trauma
Until.
until you have to deal with
For
the
the
trauma,
trauma.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And because they say like it could feel like pressure, but that same trauma that I was feeling, I can go put into a workout and go put on the football field.
Mm.
See, that's when I talk about what can I have done differently. My first experience with football was a traumatic experience. Now that I could say it, because when you get introduced to a game and they tell you you can hurt somebody and not go to jail, sign up for this sport.
Wow.
Hmm.
That's not the reason why you should play football.
Right.
Not at all.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
And they're
saying?
really
So
telling people this?
this is my
Oh my
first
God.
introduction to football.
Wow. Mm-hmm.
You look at so it'll be like me now,
It's back in the day too.
Yeah,
Chris.
yeah, yeah.
but this will
Mm-hmm.
be like me now. I'm on the youth football circuit now.
Yeah.
This will be like me being in the inner city of Baltimore, wherever I'm at, and I see a kid that's young, aggressive, and I'm saying, "Hey, man, come on my team. You could go hurt somebody and not go to jail."
Wrong
Wow.
approach.
Wow.
That's what I was told,
Wow. Mm-hmm.
and you actually think about it. See,
Mm.
this is like we're talking about the trauma. When
Yeah.
you're thinking about it, that's my point. You're starting to put reality
Right
to a
behind his words.
situation. That's what I'm saying. I'm in a phase now where I gotta go give that younger boy some love, and that's me.
Yeah.
That's why I'm coaching my son's age group. That's why I chose to stay at the high school level. That's why it's always gonna be a bigger message. It's never gonna be about a touchdown, a win. Like we win when we put kids in college. We win when, you're coaching at a public school and 15 kids are going to college for free,
Wow.
Love it.
right? You
Wow.
win when that happens. So all the other stuff is great, but I think that like you teach life through sports, and that's my way of giving it back. Now, that's my way of kissing the community back, right? Is
Okay.
and with hugs and love, and sometimes with tough love.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes with tough love. Football is not an easy sport, but life's not easy. So we don't have to make believe it is, but we do have to guide them through the necessary steps so that they can have a chance. That's what our job is.
Love it.
Exactly.
Love it.
And this is how we do stuff here. And we
Exactly.
have tough days.
Tough
There's a
love.
lot of tough love. It's sometimes you're the mama, you're the sister, you're
Mhm.
the brother, but all of that, the return that you get when we have a graduate that graduated in January,
Mm.
and now he sends a picture. Yesterday he
On
signed with
site.
Tesla,
On site.
and now he's on site after doing training in California for a few weeks.
Mm.
Like that right there.
That's the end all be all. Right
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
And that's the
So
beautiful thing about being in this. Like obviously, Big Ray is like he's always been a visionary. He's always been a visionary. I'd be remiss not to say it. Like his mind and his wisdom was always beyond football.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was always beyond. So to see like this is like we always find our true calling, right? Like you always find it. Like I just had to fall to find my call.
mm.
Hmm.
I
Now
had to.
all them church people out there getting ready to say that on Sunday morning, baby.
You know what I'm saying? But whatever it is, take it,
Yeah,
run with it.
that's
But
good.
I had to fall to find my call, right?
Mm.
And but I can tell you that I've always had the ability. I always think about babies though. When you see babies learning to walk, they're stumbling, they're wobbly. But if you notice when they're confident, they'll still continue to try to get back up.
Mm-hmm.
The ones that take a hard fall might be a little minute where they tripping a bit, but you hold their hand a little bit, taking a couple steps. That was me, man.
Wow.
That was me.
So let's clarify this. What would you think most people get wrong about Ray Rice?
Well, the thing is, I wouldn't use the term what people got wrong. It's what I let them have. Like what I put out there was enough for you to put judgment out there. You can spin that however many ways you want, but the one thing, like, I can't rewind and undo, but my version of, like, I feel like making it right was always just being consistent in what I do. And I've always been consistent no matter what happened in my life. And I knew what my call was. I was always consistent being in the community. I love that. I love the helping. I love being around kids. Now, it's just more impactful. It's real. Like, it was easy to do it when I was playing because I was at the top of the world. Right now, it's even easier because it's truly my purpose. And so I would say, I guess a misconception you would get about me is I've heard this though. I've heard people say, "Man, you look a lot taller on TV." Man, I'm 5'8", though. Like, I'm happy being I'm happy. Look, I'm 5'8". If I stand up, ain't gonna be. I say TV make you taller. Well, I'm sitting down. I'm
still
5'8".
5'8".
I'm still 5'8".
Still
man.
5'8".
They say when you get older, they say you lose a couple height. But I am still 5'8".
Don't be looking at me eye to eye.
I ain't say nothing. I ain't say nothing, but
I'm 5 feet. No.
yeah, man. My mom gave me my height, man. I'm gonna give her 5 foot, but I know she really 4'11", man. So if she ain't even watching, mom, I know you got your heels on. I know you right.
Take it to the 5.
Yeah, 5'1" with the heels on.
Take it to the 5.
Yeah.
So I want to talk about you winning the Super Bowl. What is that like? So many times, people always, I always would say, I want my Super Bowl moment. I want to, have these wins with the confetti and all that. But sometimes you get these, of course, it's not going to be Super Bowl before in your life. It might be a Super Bowl moment. And it doesn't feel as good as you thought, or it's not like what you thought. Talk about that. Do you feel, was it all of that?
Nah, it's winning the Super Bowl is everything and some. Like it's everything and some.
Okay.
Now, like when you add the layers of like why, you could twist that and turn it like 50 different ways. But I think our why, like mine, the year before, we knocking at the door. We're knocking right at the door.
Mm-hmm.
All right. First and foremost, I'll put it out there just to soften up everybody's approach on the pros. All right.
Let them have it.
Okay.
No pro signs up to go out there and screw up.
Right.
It's not, trust me, like the weight of the world on their shoulders. They are not actually waking up saying, this is how I'm going to screw this up today.
Right.
All right. I'm just putting out there to humanize it.
Tell them like it is. Tell them like it is.
Humanize it, but we right there the year before, and we missed the kick, and it's all good, right? I ain't have time to grieve because a couple days later, my daughter was born. So while everybody was still sulking over not making the kick,
you had to get in daddy mode.
Get in daddy mode.
Had to get in daddy mode.
But fast forward that surreal moment. What the Super Bowl meant to me?
Yeah.
First and foremost, we knew it was 52's last game.
Listen, that was the perfect
story. We knew. I remember when he came back and he told us this was like this was his last ride. I remember I still we got a whole like group text where like the background picture is Ray Lewis coming out of the tunnel and all of us there watching him
Wow.
like against the Colts, right? Like, that was a special moment because we knew like
Mhm.
and we were hot.
Yeah.
We had the 4th and 29.
Baby.
We had stuff already. We was playing the playoffs already.
Hey,
Buzzing in the
diddle.
playoffs.
Hey, diddle, diddle.
So you add all those layers on top of
Uh-huh.
that, and then you know Jacoby.
Oh,
Rest
Like
in
you
peace.
got that.
yes.
You win with Art Jones. Like you just now it's becoming more like, but
More
It was the
surreal.
best. It was like a Cinderella story.
it was a story.
That was a
But for
story.
me, a year before, I'm in the hospital. A year later, me and my daughter's laying in confetti.
Wow.
Like it's really one
Full
of those
circle.
like
Wow.
full circle
Full
moments.
Full
circle.
circle.
And my daughter was born. Her name's Raven. You know, with the Y. It's Ray's last game. Like that team was just special. Like when
Yes,
you
it
just mentioned
was.
overall everything, like the closeness, the brotherhood, the things that the things that you just only have to be around us to really understand it.
Had to be there.
You got to be there.
Got
Yeah.
to be
But
there.
if you ever see us in a setting, if you
Uh-huh.
ever get me, Ray, Ed, and us in a setting, you're gonna hear things like we were truly brothers. Like we cared about each other.
Yeah.
Like today, we're not saying that it doesn't happen, but we just knew how we felt. I know how our locker room felt.
Mhm.
Our locker room felt was our safe place.
Wow.
That was our safe place. So we literally go out to the world and try to find these safe places, but it never feels like the locker room.
Yeah.
So it's a little different.
Yeah, and I can say I can vouch for that because I used to work at the Ravens training camp. So I used to see how the players interacted with each other, and it's not what you think. They just the rough brute dudes. They are real laid back, cool. So you really feel they make everybody that works in the training camp, whether you working on the food, whether you working on the corporate side, everybody they just have that family feel. At least for the Ravens franchise, what I experienced. So
Wow.
yeah.
That's good. You know how the bros do anyway when y'all get together. That is awesome. So I want to talk about what are you doing today? I see you have this P2P gear on.
Yeah.
You're coaching at the high school.
Meal for meal. What was your record
Yeah.
this year?
Uh, let's just say we was a game away from the big game.
Wow.
Yeah. But yeah, man, now is a full circle moment. And I think that like you can mention coaching, but I think that I feel like because I've been through situations, I could use the terms now that everybody like when life was lifing, I could actually say I did some work. So now I don't call it life coach, but that's what a coach is,
Yeah.
right? You could put that in front of everything and it can mean something. But for me, literally coaching, I feel like I'm a guide. I'm a guide that understands that if you don't adapt, this next generation ain't gonna respect you.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
They don't really care about what I did. I'm just shooting it straight. We
Oh
care
yeah, they don't
because
know. They don't know
because
who
we're
you-
living in an era,
Yeah.
right?
We lived it. They don't.
Right.
But you gotta get on their level.
Mhm.
And that's what constantly understanding like where your kids are. Like my son helps me understand 9-year-olds.
Mhm.
My daughter helps me understand how 13 and 14-year-olds, are thinking. Literally, I'm coaching JV, so when I'm coaching these kids now, I'm hearing all kind of language and I'm saying to myself, like, I gotta do something different. One of these kids could be potentially dating my daughter.
Mm.
Mm. Mhm.
So what I'm trying to tell you is I get humbled. I get humbled often, and it's by usually from my kids.
Mm.
And I think that because I'm not disrespecting it, and there's times where you can challenge it and it's not going to work out for you.
It's not.
It's
Trust me,
not.
it's not. Like, like you're going to challenge it because
How we grew
that's
up.
how we did.
How we was raised.
That's how when mom said
Yeah.
this, that, and the other,
You do
where,
it.
You did it.
right? And I think there's that point where you got to find that balance, right? Because I love doing everything I'm doing. But at the same time, you know, if you got to tell your mom today, I hear you, I love you, but I'm going to just try to do it a little differently.
Oh, that ain't flying.
What I'm saying is
Mhm.
our parent might deem that as a respect, but on the other end, the kid might see that as I'm trying to just understand something,
Mm-hmm.
or I'm just trying to especially as an adult, as an
yeah.
adult, I'm like me and my mom. I've told her many times sometimes in a nice way, sometimes in the nice not, and you feel horrible about it,
Mm-hmm.
but give them grace.
Got to give them grace.
Because we know deep down inside they did the best with what they have.
The best.
So
they
everything
could.
that they're giving us, even though that information might seem outdated, it will come back up again at some
It's
point.
definitely going to
Always
come
does.
back.
So that's where I think that it's truly a battle, man. And I feel like if I'm gonna be competitive, why not go do it at the youth level? Why not go do it at the high school level? It's a different level of competitiveness for me. For me, I'm constantly trying to stay not relevant, but adaptive to what they're going through. We didn't have a lot of this social, like you said,
Oh,
different.
Different.
These kids don't disassociate from the social. So how do you make yourself available
and incorporate it
and
all.
incorporate all of that? It's harder today to mold teams and bond groups because soon as they leave a meeting, they're going back to what?
What they know.
You're having more ADHD problems. You're having more mental health problems today.
yeah.
You're having more. And I'm not a scientist, but I can tell you that I see it. And I'm watching, and I always try to find my way in to try to get a better understanding before I help now.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So what does P2P mean?
P2P is a pipeline of prosperity. Shout out to my guy, Nate Adams and Arthur Flowers up in New York, New Rochelle. We visited a group home.
Okay.
And it was supposed to, group homes supposed to be a second chance place.
Mm-hmm.
While we there, just one of our babies was in there. We man, was going to check on them. They're walking us around, showing us around. But they just kept saying, yeah, man, these kids, they on a pipeline to prison. We just felt like,
wow,
damn, it's their second chance place.
Giving up.
Wow.
And that's when the name Pipeline of Prosperity come up. And obviously we got involved in the youth sports, arena, but we were able to have graduating classes. And I moved back here in 2021 and basically we got our branch out here. They got a branch in New York, and things took off. I don't want to say they took off.
Still building.
They were, let's just say this. When I got back, I didn't realize how much good work I had done. I just needed to go rekindle the pieces.
Nice.
And now all those pieces are now coming back. It was like you planted those seeds while you were playing. And, Maya Angelou's quote, of saying, they might forget how, what you said or something like that.
Yes.
But they never forget how you made you feel, right? And I think that's that was kind of my rebirth in Baltimore.
Gotcha.
Because I planted those seeds, and everything that we planted, we're right back in the community. We right back doing football camps. We right back doing golf outings. We right back doing give backs. We right back any weekend we name. We see ourselves as something that if we don't have it, we know somebody who does. and collaboration is key
Well, that's
in
good.
Love
events.
it.
So,
I see some collaboration with Power 52 moving
oh
forward.
yeah, that's all. This collaboration was
This family.
this was already this was let's just say divine timing,
All
There we go.
right. That's what
right?
I like.
Because sometimes you just got to be in the right timing of things,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
And I feel like me now, this is the perfect place to be right now because I appreciate time,
That's good.
and I appreciate other people's time. So when it's time to actually get something done, you got to be diligent about what you're doing.
Okay. So if someone wants to get some gear or find you or get connected with Peter
Oh,
P, how look in that camera and
yeah.
plug yourself.
Oh yeah, man. You can find us. Listen, I'm the programs director. I got a lot of help with my wife, Janae. Um, I don't have Instagram, but you can find me on Facebook. We do have a pipeline of prosperity Instagram, and yeah, all my events and things like that. Even though it's Ray Rice's page, Pipeline's events will be on my Facebook page, so you will be able to catch all of our events, anything that's going on, and sometimes I go live and want to have some fun on there too. So
It's
yeah,
all good.
but this is gear be coming soon. I'm not gonna lie. These are the samples, so hopefully y'all like them. They came out nice. This was the debut. They said we're gonna come on Power 52. I said, man, why not, man? Let's do the whole. Like, why
that's
not? Why not? Why
good.
not come? Why not?
Come
You know,
prepared.
why not?
Good.
Bro, y'all know athleisure's in. This is what I like to do. Otherwise, you can catch me on the field or playground, home,
They don't wanna
Ravens game,
catch-
Orioles. You can catch. Listen, I'm very
In the
Accessible.
community.
I'm accessible, but I'm very strategic on where I go. All
There you
right?
go.
There you go.
Well,
That's how you
thank
gotta
you.
put
There we
that.
go. I'm very strategic on where I go. So usually, yeah. But
If
I'm
you
more
see me,
likely
you see
working
me.
with kids. Yeah,
Good.
I work with kids.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. But before we let you out of here, we got some hot seat questions for you.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Okay. All right.
Let's
Here we
go.
go. All right. Playing or coaching?
Playing.
Film study or weight room?
Wait,
Comedy or action movies?
action movie.
Okay. At 7:00 on the dot, where is Usher and what is he doing?
7:00 on the dot. He might be in the drop top, cruising the streets.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay.
You
Now,
keep your coin. Okay.
Right.
You can
this one might get you in trouble, but here we go. Ray Lewis or Ed Reed?
Ray Lewis or Ed Reed?
Remember where you at.
I got an answer. The University of Miami.
There we go. That's a great
All right.
answer.
Okay. All right.
That's a
Yo,
good
you
one.
listen, you can't divide and conquer, baby.
Everybody
Yeah.
Okay. One current NFL running back you love watching.
Derrick Henry.
Okay. Would you rather accidentally like an old photo or send a text to the wrong person?
I'd rather accidentally like a photo.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one.
But see,
Yeah.
I know the youngins ain't gonna say that.
Accidentally liking a
'Cause if
photo
you-
can be justifiable.
But
Text-
if you trolling now, because you trolling, sneaking on somebody's page and you like by accident, they get that notification.
You unlike it real quick.
that's not as bad as words.
Yeah, words is way worse.
Words is like-
a
Well,
paragraph.
now you can unsend the message now, so
Yeah, before they read it, before they.
All right, I'm-
So we'll see.
Send the
Okay.
message. Just thought about that one.
Okay. Early mornings or late nights?
Early mornings. That's easy.
Okay.
5 a.m.
Name the actor who played Ricky in Boys in the Hood.
Morris Chestnut.
There we go.
Yes, sir. Kanye West or Kendrick Lamar?
Kendrick.
Okay. All right. Skiing or hiking?
Hike.
Would you rather have unlimited snacks but no meals or unlimited meals but no snacks?
Unlimited snacks.
Okay, unlimited snack.
I'm a dessert guy. Like, I'm not like, yeah, I work out enough, but I've been
He ain't playing no more. He ain't playing no more.
Like, come on, like I'm a dessert guy. Go to dinner, get the tiramisu first.
Okay. Finish the lyrics. Now this is the story all about how.
My life got flipped and upside down.
Okay. And last one. Finish this. Hey diddle diddle.
Ray Rice up the middle.
Yes, sir.
That was good. So, guys, thank you all for joining us. And before we go, PJ, how can they support us at Power 52? Pass the offering
Pass the
plate.
collection plate.
Oh.
Listen, Cash App, Zelle, PayPal, Givelify, or shop our swag.
We'll take the change in the couch too.
We take the change in the couch, but all of the money that all the donations collected goes towards supporting all of our efforts. Hand the kissing booth out in the community, all the great things that you will find us doing. And one major way, backed by popular demand. Let it
Uh-oh.
roll. Oh, we letting it roll?
Definitely the golf tournament.
Yes,
Definitely.
we are going to be back at Turf Valley on the tickets just went on sale and they got an early bird special that ends April 10th. But the golf outing is September 10th. Oh, okay, good. April 10th.
Shout out to
September
Porch
10th.
Enclosure Systems.
Okay. Yeah. So it's backed by popular demand. The last time we sold out in 30 days. So let's see if we can run that back. Yeah, I guess that's it. Thank you so much, Ray. Next week, we're gonna really next week. You ready for this?
I'm always ready.
We have is it Reverend Pastor Corey Barnes from We Our Us movement. He will be here in the kissing booth telling us about all the awesome things that they are doing down in Baltimore City. Just crime prevention. Hey, we grew up together. He's doing some amazing work in the church and outside of the church with the I want to say We Our Us movement.
Yes, ma'am.
So they're pretty dope. But I had a good time tonight. What about you?
Of course.
Okay,
We were
so-
in the kissing booth.
Yes. So thank you guys for tuning in. Until next week, remember life is short, so be sure to forgive quickly,
Love truly,
and kiss the community with your gifts. See you next week.